anybody that plays guitar should know about Chuck Berry, you know.
This kind of chugging, kind of railroad motion that he has going for him.
My dad's the king of rock and roll.
Before there were the Beatles and the Stones, yes, even before Elvis himself, there was Chuck Berry. He made it all look so easy. Gotta be rock and roll music if you wanna dance with me. If you wanna dance with me. Yeah, I was living in St. Louis in the year 1955. St. Louis, Missouri is the birthplace of the man seen by many as the creator of rock and roll, as well as its original outlaw. It's been the best part of 30 years since Chuck Berry's last album was released. You could be forgiven for thinking he'd gone to that great auditorium in the sky, but he's still playing out at almost 80, still living in his hometown. I went back home and wrote a song.
But he could easily have a limousine. He could have anyone drive him, but he likes doing it himself. He likes doing everything. He cuts his own grass.
So you have a guy that's on his tractor cutting his grass. I mean, he gets a great deal of relaxation, a lot of pleasure out of just taking it easy.
Does he cut the grass well, as a matter of interest?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't kind of freestyle it and
Oh, no.
Sometimes he does, like, crop circle things.
Yeah,
he does.
just to freak you all out.
Right.
No, I think it's beautiful.
Get yourself to St. Louis, said the boss, and find Chuck Berry. What could possibly go wrong? He likes the ball game, does Chuck? So I thought I might come across him rooting for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Better than the game.
Chuck Berry was a bit of a devil in his pomp, right enough, with some jail time on his resume. But I couldn't see an old coot pushing 80 giving news nights to run around.
In the morning, I'm giving you my morning, don't you step on my blue suede shoes.
My father wrote a book 20 years ago, and I think he thinks that's the interview, that if anybody wants an interview, they can refer to his book. Now,
we tracked down Chuck's grown-up children, Chuck Berry Jr. and his sister Ingrid. They now play in Daddy's backing band.
I guess I was in like second grade, and all the kids said, "Well, my dad's a policeman. My dad's a fireman. My dad's a doctor. So we're doing this, And I said, "Well, my dad's the king of rock and roll." And they're like,
that trumps it, doesn't it?
Well, I got beat up that day.
Didn't rate our chances of finding their dad, but we went looking for him in his old haunts all the same. Fortunately, he'd composed some appropriate music for this.
Riding along in my automobile, my baby beside me at the wheel.
Chuck Berry was raised in the Ville, still one of the poorer neighborhoods of St. Louis. He grew up here on Good Street, which lent its name to his hit Johnny B. Good. But don't look for it now, the road's been renamed. This was his church. This is high school.
KTHX in St. Louis.
And good afternoon, everybody. This is Jeffrey Halasco, Dr. Jeff. Welcome to another thrilling edition of The Big Bang for this week.
I had an appointment with Dr. Jeff, not only the premier oldies DJ in St. Louis, but a practicing ER medic. He's the safest pair of hands in show business.
Especially from their program Newsnight, which is, I believe, a nightly news and entertainment program. And here from the BBC is Mr. Stephen Smith. Good afternoon, Stephen, and welcome to St. Louis, and welcome to KDHX.
Dr. Jeff, it's a great pleasure. And can I just say, for the benefit of you and your listeners, that Newsnight is a bit like your own show, Big Bang. It's all fun all the time. Mm-hmm. But I just want to say, look, Chuck, if you're listening, I'm in the book. Actually, I'm not in the book. But, if he contacts this station, I'm sure you'll pass his message along to us and we can do the rest.
We thank you for listening and send our best regards to everybody over there.
We'll do that. And Dr. Jeff.
Yes, sir.
One other thing.
Yes, sir.
Let's rock.
We shall do that. Whoops.
Stay steady.
My home in Norfolk, Virginia, California, on my mind.
This is Berry Park outside St. Louis. These days it's the kind of compound for Chuck Berry and his immediate circle. But when it was opened back in the 50s, it was intended to be an answer to the kind of whites-only country clubs that people like the Berrys had been excluded from in the days of segregation. Alas, the dream of Berry Park didn't endure. The stylish amenity of a guitar-shaped swimming pool has, we understand, been filled in. So too, on this elegant boulder at the front gate, the sign saying, "Welcome to Berry Park."
Well, in the evening when the sun is sinking low, all day I've been waiting till the whistle to blow. Sitting in a teepee building right on the track, rolling them bones till the foreman come back.
Oh, gosh, there's no place we'd rather be.
Just as we were giving up hope of ever finding the reclusive rock and roller, word reached us that he was playing a gig right here in St. Louis.
You're an experienced documentary maker. How do you fancy my chances of an interview with Chuck Berry?
You know, ignorance and perseverance go a long way in documentary filmmaking, and if you're not smart enough to quit, you've got a good chance, and you're here and you're nearby, and I'd say your chances are pretty good tonight. I feel good about you.
For the benefit of British audiences who may have forgotten, what is the duck walk?
Oh, the way he sort of squats and slides along.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I didn't spill anything.
Pretty useful.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will, then again I think I won't.
At last, we were face to face with the old boy himself.
I will, then again I think I won't. Sometimes I do, then again I think I don't.
He won't be filmed, but can't resist a fan with a camera.
The clock and it was almost 1. I said, "Come on, baby, let's have us some fun," and we read.
So, did he play all those evergreen hits? Of course he did. Does he still play the guitar like nobody else? Certainly. It's true that like most 79-year-olds, there were moments when he struggled to find the right word. But when you bear in mind that he wrote those words, I think you've got to give him some slack. Does Chuck Berry still have it? Yes, I